Hello, everyone, and welcome to Corner Reef Done Quick. This is Cool Maddie, Director of Operations of Games Done Quick. Before we kick things off, I want to take a moment to talk to you about this event and the cause. Direct Relief is a new charity for Games Done Quick. They are in over 80 countries with a mission to improve the health and lives of people affected by poverty or emergencies. As part of their mission, Direct Relief is responding to the coronavirus pandemic by focusing on the supply and distribution of personal protective equipment, masks, gowns, gloves, etc., that are most needed around the world. They are also ramping up efforts to provide the needed prescription medicines and medical resources needed for the most severe cases of the virus that require hospitalization and ICU care. As with all of our events, 100% of the donations made via our event go directly to Direct Relief. Our Twitch and subs and bits will be going to Games Done Quick to help offset the cost of the event. GDQ is also covering the cost with the assistance of some of our sponsors. They're Twitch, NIS America, Square Enix, and Red Bull. We thank them for their support. We also would like to thank the Yeti and Fangamer, who are giving away a portion of every CRDQ item sold during the event. Their merchandise goes on sale today, and links to them can be found on our website, gamesdonequick.com. Finally, I would also like to take a moment to thank everyone who is putting themselves at risk right now during this pandemic. Not just the doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals, but also the millions of others working during this crisis. The janitorial staff, the groceries and store clerks, the truckers, the farmers, the postal and delivery workers, factory workers, and millions more around the world. During this time, please be sure to follow the WHO and your local government's coronavirus guidelines. By following the guidelines, you help protect not only yourself, but also our loved ones, the vulnerable population, the frontline workers, and millions more around the world. Now, let's kick the coronavirus to the curb and get this event started. Prolix, please introduce our first runner and give us the countdown.
All right, thank you very much, Cool Maddie, for that introduction and those words, and thank you all for tuning in to CRDQ. We'll be rolling right into our first run here. It's one of my favorite SNES games, Donkey Kong Country, 1% by Void. Void, I heard that you have some things you'd like to tell us about the run before you get started, so take it away.
Yes, first off, rolling in. What's up, everyone? This is going to be Donkey Kong Country 101%. This category, last time it was ran was at HDQ 2014, so pretty excited to give it another shot today, and also very honored to be opening for this marathon. I've never opened for a Games Done Quick marathon before, so this should be exciting. So on my count, 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Good luck on the run, Void.
Thank you. So the first things first, we're gonna sack off Donkey because Donkey is slow and bad. And the best way of moving through this game is by rolling through as many enemies as possible. As you were able to see in the first level right there, I was able to gain a lot of speed with Diddy by rolling through a lot of enemies. So the idea behind 101% is to beat every single level and find all the bonus rooms hidden in said levels, as well as defeating K. Rool at the end. The fastest way of clearing the bonus rooms actually is to just fail them, since the only thing that counts towards percentage is finding those rooms. Hence why I failed the last bonus that I was in. So every stage has between 0 and 5 bonus rooms in some cases. All the water stages have no bonus rooms, which is pretty convenient. And there's only one level that has 5 bonus rooms, which is also pretty convenient. there will be also things that I'll be performing during this run called bonus skips, which are frame perfect tricks. I've mentioned in my submission actually that this category is very heavy on frame perfect tricks. So if you want to play a little game with me and donate for each frame perfect trick that I hit this run, that'd be pretty good. And I think that kind of covers all like the general things for this run. So let's get it started with 1-3 Reptile Rumble. Fun fact, this bonus is probably the hardest to optimize in the entire run, simply because you have crawl spaces involved, and it's not a bonus that you can fail per se. You actually have to go through the exit. Snake bounce. Alright, the ending right there can be a little spooky. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, made it. So like I mentioned earlier, all the water levels in this game do not have any bonuses and are also a really good time for donations. So take it away, Prolix.
You got it. Well, let's talk about the charity just one more time here. First of all, it's Direct Relief, and Direct Relief's COVID-19 coronavirus efforts are focused on the personal protective equipment of masks, gowns, gloves, etc. They're most needed around the world. And in addition to providing PPE, Direct Relief is supporting U.S. community clinics and health centers with chronic disease medications to make sure that people living with these conditions do not go into acute crisis as a result of the surge of people needing medical care due to COVID-19. Direct Relief is ramping up efforts to provide the prescription medications and medical resources needed for the most severe cases that require hospitalization and ICU care. And don't forget, you can learn more about their ongoing efforts at their website, directrelief.org.
Going into 1-5 Barrel Canyon. I'm going to be using these barrels at the top of the screen to just move through the level really quickly. Just taking a small detour right here for the first bonus room. Fail it ASAP. And grab this DK barrel and get into the second bonus room. Most levels in this game have 2 to 3 bonus rooms on average. The one bonus, not the one bonus, the one level in the game that has 5 bonus rooms is actually kind of an interesting exception. And we're on to the first boss. Bosses in this game are actually nothing special. Just bounce on them 5 times. There you go. Now it's World 2 time. There's only one bonus room in this level, but there's actually someone in this level that is very special to me and to most of the donkey community, so I'll bring him along for a ride. And there we go. So something I haven't mentioned earlier is that some of these levels actually have warp barrels. This is one of them. And conveniently, this level does not have any bonus rooms, so I can just take the warp barrel and be done with this level for the rest of the run. Which I'm thankful for, because this is not an easy level whatsoever. This is also not an easy level, Bouncy Bonanza. This is where the difficulty ramps up, actually. Just gonna be really careful with dropping this barrel into the spit. You can get stuck on that corner there and end up clashing the barrel onto the B, and this loses a significant amount of time. Unfortunately, can't be holding right there when you exit the bonus because you're gonna crash into that B. Alright, very nice. Ooh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Alright, that's fine. Skipping those B's right there on that bottom route can be pretty tricky. So I guess I'll take half of it. It's not too bad. I'm gonna carry this tire to the end so that I can get into this bonus. Once again, fail it as soon as possible. And off we go. Stop and go station now. One particular thing I'm going to be doing in this level is, well, I guess two particular things. The first thing is I'm going to be going left as soon as I'm done with clearing the level the first time. I'm going to be backtracking through the level to get the bonus rooms. And the second thing is you guys are hopefully going to be able to see your first instance of a bonus skip. Also, these guys have really wonky hitboxes, which is why I was able to roll through them right there. Alright, here it comes. Very nice. So right there, I opened up the bonus, and at the same time, I paused my game, and since I had already cleared the level, I was able to start select out of the level, and because I had opened the bonus at the same time as I did that, the game registers the bonus as being visited. Another example of wonky hitboxes. So the rock crux in the last level and the millstones in this level do not hurt you when you roll through them. So I'm going to be playing as Donkey for a little bit. Donkey mostly used as a kind of sacrificial lamb throughout this run, like right here. The intended way of getting into this bonus is to actually carry the tire that you find a bit earlier in the level up to that point, but we just use Donkey and we do a damage boost into the bonus. Another bonus skip coming up. Very nice. Alright. So particularly of this category actually is regular bosses do not count towards percentage. So right here what I'm going to be doing is wiggle around on the map, apparently. Alright, there we go. That was a lot of tries. So this trick is called map warp. You have one frame, once again, to press an input on that corner on the overworld, and this is going to warp you to this level, which is actually in the middle of World 3. This is the level I was talking about earlier, Orangutan Gang, that has 5 bonuses. And it's actually significantly faster to use this route and use map warp to skip the World 2 boss. Since regular bosses do not count towards percentage, only K-Rool does. So K-Rool I'll be fighting at the end of the run, but the boss that I just skipped, which is Master Neki Jr., will not be seen. Winky. So actually, this is a pretty good time for donations. I'll just be running around and finding those bonus rooms, and after this level, there will be a rewarded stage, Clam City, so you can take it away, Prolix.
Sure, okay. Here comes a $10 donation we received that said, it warms my heart to see the GDQ team pitch in during this crisis. Thanks to all of you so much. And a lot of anonymous donations coming in here. $25 from Anonymous with no comment, but thank you for the donation. And $50 from Anonymous. They just said, TY.
You're welcome.
Also have $10 anonymous donation that says, donating during Void's DK Country run from one Quebecer to another.
Thank you.
And $25 received here from Alan. It just says, let's go.
Let's go indeed. Thank you guys for your donations. Sorry, go ahead.
Just gonna cover one more. $5 donation from Dan's that says less than 3. Thank you.
Thank you. Alright. So yeah, as you can see there on the overworld, the portion of the map that is before Orangutan Gang hasn't been completed because it hasn't been visited. So after I'm done with fighting this boss, Queen Bee, I'm going to be re-entering World 3 and making sure that I clear those levels that I haven't visited yet. Pretty simple boss fights. Now this warp barrel actually is pretty peculiar. This warp barrel right here is a donkey only warp barrel, and it's also on a timer, so when you enter the level, you have a set amount of time to get to that barrel before it despawns. Then you have to be donkey to actually see the barrel. You can actually be Diddy, make it on time to the spot, and the barrel is not going to be there, but if you swap the donkey, the barrel is going to spawn. So yeah, a little bit of backtracking to get to that bonus room. And I'm going to be re-entering the level and get the last 2. Pretty cool trick, actually. It's going to happen right here. Hopefully. Oh. There we go. Kind of screwed it up a little bit, but an interesting property of that bird is that the bird doesn't actually have a hitbox for whatever reason. So I was trying to exploit that and just bounce on the tire without bouncing on the bird itself, but unfortunately it didn't turn out this way. So I can just start select out of this room since this is the last bonus room to find. Here I'm going to take another warp, get to the end of the level, and relatively same song and dance. I'm going to be re-entering this level twice actually. First time is for this bonus. Oh. And that's a bonus skip, count that. Very nice. This level is kind of tricky actually, one of my least favorite levels in the run. It's not very pleasant to die in, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Made it to halfway, so it should be good from now on. Alright, missed that one. So yeah, the interesting property of this level is because you complete it once and then you re-enter it twice for both bonuses, you can do bonus skips on both of them. Alright, so here I'm gonna hopefully be setting up what we call a super jump roll. Unfortunate. So super jump rolls are also frame perfect tricks. I only got the super jump right here, but it's worth explaining in and of itself. So when you take damage with a Kong, if your Kong leaves the screen from the top of the screen, the next time you take damage and you bounce on an enemy, you can be holding B to get as much height as you want. And since this level is basically an auto-scroller, it's super convenient to skip those ropes to do this super jump glitch. And right here, I can land straight into the bonus. stomping on my hat for a little bit. And right here, the intended way would be to get this barrel hidden under this patch where you spawn right there, but the interesting thing about this game is if you get shot out of a barrel, you have enough velocity to open up bonuses, which is what I used right there. I was able to bounce on that Kremling and get shot out of that barrel that is off screen and open the bonus. So Temple Tempest, pretty difficult level in actually other categories, but for this category, you simply enter this bonus and you get our buddy, Espresso the Bird, Espresso the Ostrich, and you can pretty much just run through. So I guess that would be a good spot for a few donations.
You got it. Here's a $25 donation from Ringtail Ferret. Says, shout out to Void. You got this. Let's go.
Thank you, Ferret.
And Alex with an I donated $50. Go Void. 101% hype. Thank you, Alex. Anonymous with an important reminder, $100 donated here, and they said, Donkey Kong says stay inside.
Stay at home.
Also have a $50 donation from Antilles58. Remember everyone, the rule is $10 per one frame trick, Void W. Also, Heck Ramby.
Heck Ramby. Also you're at 30, Antilles. So yeah, since I had already cleared the back half of World 3, I can just take Funky's Flights up to World 4 and apparently lose Diddy on this guy, which is unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. World 4 is where the difficulty ramps up. Some pretty tricky levels in this world, which don't get helped by the fact that ice physics show up. So I'm just gonna get Diddy back here, swap, and do a pretty tricky roll right here to get to this bottom portion right here and get to this bonus room. And right here, similar to the barrels that I took in 1.5, I can just take this barrel and skip the entire barrel maze portion of this level at the end, which does save a lot of time. Alright, bonus skip coming up. Ah, unfortunate. Okay, there we go. I actually got a second try. I'm glad I re-entered the level. So I couldn't really hear from my TV whether I got the bonus skip or not. So I just took a guess. And I decided to exit the level. Without really knowing if I had hit it or not. But I hit it the second time, so let's count that for Antilles. Okay, so something cool here. I'm gonna be clipping on the ceiling of this level to get to this normally donkey-only barrel. The DZ box not large enough to reach it from jumping from the ground. Gonna be backtracking for that bonus room and now completing the level. And after that, re-entering this level once again for hopefully another bonus skip. Pretty nice rope climb right there. These purple ropes actually push you downwards when you're holding onto them. The blue ropes have you climb them, which you probably already noticed. Yeah. That one I was pretty sure it was too early, but I still, once again, went for it. Just gives me another opportunity for it. Didn't get it. Unfortunate. Nintendo. Alright, so I say Jolly right here. I'm gonna be grabbing this DK barrel and using those slope jumps to gain a lot of speed and get to that first bonus pretty quickly, which is where I'm actually gonna grab Espresso. In other categories, you would just backtrack at the beginning of the level to grab Espresso. He's just chilling there. But it's actually faster in this category to use those barrel boosts and get to the bonus, and then grab Espresso there afterwards. It's actually really important for me to not lose my bird throughout this level. This level is extremely slow without it. If you're riding Espresso, you can just fly through these ropes. Whereas if you don't have him, then you'd have to grab onto them, and yeah, pretty much just manage. So, Croctopus Chase would be what we consider the halfway point of the run, and also a 2.5 minute long water level, so lots of time for donations.
Okay, you got it. Here's a $5 donation from Iguana. It says, Rollin' Deep.
Rollin' Deep.
Also have $100 from Fast B. Always glad to chip in during GDQ. Even happier to be able to do so now. Let's get Celeste in here. We all need some help with our anxiety right now. Thanks, Fast B. And yeah, they are referring to a donation incentive we have open right now for our first bonus game. That would be a run of Celeste coming up later if we meet that incentive. Also have a $50 donation from Sudden Static. Let's go, Void. DK on guard. Void W.
Thank you, Sudden.
And here's $500. Thank you so much from Combat Wombat. Thank you to everyone that helps put on GDQ. This event is a welcome distraction in these uncertain times and a great reminder that when people work together, they can have a huge impact. I know CRDQ will be another tremendous success. Here comes a $200 donation we received from Brendo El Friendo. GDQ, I love that you were able to set this up so quickly. The global pandemic is going to be on our minds for a long time to come, and the only silver lining I see is the way people have come together to help each other during this troubling time. We're getting started with a great run of a great game. Good luck, Void.
Thank you.
$25 contributed here from Proto Watario. I can't express the impact watching the tales of people dealing with COVID-19 has had on me. I'm fortunate to be able to shelter in place, but for those who cannot, and for the frontline workers, here's a contribution to direct relief and hope it helps somebody in need.
Alright. So Torchlight Trouble, you're supposed to grab Squawks at the beginning of this level. Squawks is holding a lamp and makes it so you can navigate this level better. But the unfortunate part is that it causes a lot of lag, and it's actually not super necessary to grab Squawks at the beginning, so I'm just skipping on him. I'm getting him anyways from this bonus, but you guys will be able to see how much lag it causes. Try to be careful. Alright. If you take damage on that mincer while holding this barrel, it kind of just falls off your hands. And it would be pretty unfortunate because I would have to play the level again. And that level, while being short, is not particularly easy. Speaking of levels that are not easy, this one right here, Rope Bridge Rumble, especially the part that comes right after halfway, I'll be doing some pretty tricky extendos and tire rolls to get across this bit, hopefully. Yep, very nice. So right here, I'm going to be holding left to trick the army into attacking towards the left so that he's out of the way for me to get through that section as quickly as possible. So for this boss, I can do a cycle skip using, once again, Donkey as a sacrificial lamb. I'm going to be swapping right here. Hits, take damage, and he's done. If I were to not do that damage boost, it would be hopping, doing those long hops up in the air 4 times. Which would be ideal. Alright. So another really difficult level, Oildrum Alley. This level, though, has the particularity of having a bonus within a bonus, which I don't know how many of you guys found as a kid. I certainly didn't. But right here, what you want to do is collect 3 single bananas, which will actually give you a barrel, not a single banana, and jump holding the barrel into this wall, which will break it open. And there you go. One more bonus room left for this level, as well as a really difficult ending. Something worth noting about these oil drums with fire inside them, they only have a hitbox if you stand in the middle of them, so I'm going to be abusing that towards the end. That was our last bonus room for this level. Very nice. Awesome. Alright, so here we are, Trick Track Trick. This level is actually a deal breaker in this category because of something I mentioned earlier. I mentioned jump rolls. I mentioned super jump rolls, actually, which are the combination of super jumps and jump rolls. So jump rolls are frame perfect tricks. What do you know? That involve initiating a roll on the same frame as you land on an enemy. And since this level has a moving platform, it's like pretty convenient for jump roll opportunities. So let's see. No dice. I swapped the donkey there because it gives me 3 opportunities for a jump roll at the beginning of the stage. Now I'm going to be taking damage and get back to Diddy. I can still get a couple more jump rolls in this level, so don't count them out too soon. I grabbed Donkey back because it's going to set me up for another jump roll after the first bonus. Dang. Okay. So no jump rolls for the first half. There is one on the second half that saves about 14 seconds, so hopefully I'll get that one. That one will be with Diddy. I'm gonna be swapping to Donkey because once again I'm gonna be using him as sacrificial lamb. Very nice. So I'm glad I got that one, so you guys were able to see what a jump roll actually is. There was right there an opportunity for me to do a bonus skip. I didn't get it, but I did get the jump roll, so I'll take it. So another pretty difficult level here, elevator antics. Ooh, snake bounce. Snake bounce right there is a 2-frame window. And it saves very minimal time, but I love to go for it. gonna grab this halfway just to be safe because the back half of this level can be really dangerous. This is one of those levels that is really difficult to optimize. There are a lot of small time saves that you can either opt in or opt out of. Some of them I opt out of because of my consistency with them, but yeah, like if you just do everything that is optimal in this level, it's definitely one of the hardest levels in the game. Alright, gonna be entering the last bonus for this level, and afterwards moving on to our last water level, Poison Pond, which means more donations.
All right, here's a $20 donation we got from Sammers. It says, "Rollin' in. Best of luck to GDQ, Void, and all the runners for this weekend's absolutely incredible way to support those who are truly affected by this. Have a nice run, and don't forget to press Y."
Thank you, Sam.
And Bad Scribbler gave $50 and said, "Take a 50. I haven't had much to spend it on right now, and buying some masks for people in need is worth it." Also had a $20 donation here from the Master DS. Said, "Let's go Donkey Kong Country, starting this off right." And $20 here from Labville. "Finally, a GDQ event I can watch at work. Thank you for your efforts." $25 here from Nicholas. "Down with the virus, up with DKC." Thank you, Nicholas. Star Platinum donated $50, said, "Let's go gamer, Void W."
Thank you.
I got a $10 donation here from Taquito. "Love Void's Donkey Kong Country run. Keep up the amazing work."
Thank you. Alright, so right here, I'm going to be swapping the donkey once again to set up for a glitch that we call the minecart hair roll glitch. We jump in, taking damage on that bird, and now I'm rolling in mid-air with Diddy. This saves a lot of time, and also avoids pretty much every obstacle that this level throws at you. At least for the first half, because now I have to get this bonus. So normally the glitch would end at this point, specifically because of that bonus. But it was fun while it lasted. Tricky beast to jump over right there. And our last bonus room is right here. Another small instance of the minecart roll glitch, which I think is caused from jumping out of the minecart and landing onto the tire. Alright, now onto Blackout Basement. This world is just full of hard levels. But this one is my personal favorite, actually. So the lights flicker about every second. And making a mistake can actually, speaking of mistake, making a mistake can actually offset your light cycle. So if you're not used to a specific light cycle for a portion of the level, it can really throw you off. Alright, nice. There's actually a way for you to lose that tin can, which would make opening this last bonus impossible, which is pretty unfortunate because it's right at the end, and you absolutely need to enter the first bonus to unlock the tin can, which makes you unlock the second bonus. Fortunately, none of that happened. So now onto Dumb Drum. Actually, you can probably squeeze in a few donations for this boss fight. This is basically just me dodging, easy to dodge attacks, and just bouncing on enemies as soon as he spawns them.
Okay, sure, I like squeezing. Here comes $50 from Neo. It says, "Hey GDQ, been a long time watcher of this awesome event. Happy to see you guys hosting a charity stream to help the fight of this horrible virus. My sister is on the front line at the hospital helping those who are sick, and I'm sure is thankful for all the donations. Put my money toward the Celeste True Ending run, and runners keep being awesome at those games. I only wish I was skilled enough to speedrun." Also got Felix with a $25 donation. "Hey Void, nice run. Great open to the marathon. Looking forward to a weekend of staying safe and distanced with this. Let's get that Tej run going. Shoutouts to Spike and Fantzooter later on too." Yeah, we'll have a little Ocarina of Time randomizer coming up.
Thank you. So this level, Tanked Up Trouble, probably the most infamous level in this entire game. So, I mentioned jump rolls earlier in Trick Track Trick. This is basically Trick Track Trick, except in every single category. So, I have two opportunities for a jump roll. The first one saves 55 seconds, the other one saves 43. Okay, I didn't get the first one. Get the second one either. Okay, that's unfortunate. But on the plus side, this gives more time for donations.
Okay, that's an upside that I don't mind too much.
Yeah, I know.
Here's a Fennel with a $8.13 donation. Long time watching, first time donating, greetings from Germany, etc. This donation goes to the Celeste incentive. I don't know the category, but Celeste has some of the most impressive speedruns I've ever seen, so I'm sure this will be worth watching as well. Yeah, that will be a true ending run of Celeste. Here's $25 from Cartridge Blowers. Even under the current circumstances, I'm so glad GDQ is there to lend a hand. What an amazing community. I'm so proud to be part of. Shoutouts to Prolix on the mic. Also, Heck Ramby.
Heck Ramby.
$30 here from Nerwick. DKC is still one of my favorite soundtracks, and I'm glad to see it kick off this event. Thanks for all of your hard work. Yeah, I really like the music too, like gang playing Galleon and such.
Oh yeah.
Probably one of my favorite tracks. Earl Lozado donated $50. Thank you for setting this physically distant event to help those in need and bringing some bit of normalcy with these runs. Don't forget to wash your hands.
So I'm going to be re-entering Tut here to go for the bonus skip. It was unfortunately too early, but that's okay. Some of these bonus skips actually save more time than others. This one, because I have to sit through this animation, if I were to get that bonus skip, it would save me about 9 seconds. But, not too big of a deal. So, Heck Ramby. That's pretty much all needs to be said about this level. I was able to keep it through that Mincer circle, so that's cool, because I'm going to be using him to deboost on this one, saving a little bit of time. And for this next bonus, you would actually be supposed to get into this cave, which is just this... It's not even a bonus room, it's just an extra room into the level, and get onto the other side of it to grab a barrel to open this bonus, but I can just bounce on an Audi and gain enough height to get to this bonus. And for next level, I'll try to talk about it ahead of time. Misty Mine. I mentioned super jump rolls earlier. This is a variation of the super jump roll. We call it the super free roll because we're good at naming tricks. So setting up a super jump once again, but I'm going to be grabbing this rope, holding onto it, and dismounting it from the bottom. And just by rolling off the tin can, I'm still in the super jump state, but I have the same state as if I had hit a jump roll, and I can get to this first bonus. Alright. Make sure to not lose the TNT barrel. Perfect. Losing the TNT barrel there would be a heartbreaker, since me using the SFR makes it so I do not grab the halfway barrel, so I would have had to replay the entire stage up to that point. Alright, cool. So Loopy Light's another level with darkness on at pretty much all times, unless I were to hit those switches, but unless they're all gonna be on my way, I'm not gonna do that. Like this one, for example. Pretty tricky level, so not too unhappy that it's going well so far. Gonna be grabbing this barrel. Yes, there is a barrel there. Don't get fooled by the darkness. Open the bonus, and we're pretty much done with this level, aside from one last section. A few tire rolls here. I'm gonna make sure to dodge the bees. Very nice. Now onto Platform Perils, which is very deserving of being the last level in the game. This level is really difficult. There is a jump roll though that would save me both time and trouble to get, so hopefully that's the case. Otherwise, you're in for some pretty sweet platforming. Alright, well, looks like you're in for some sweet platforming. I think I've hit this jump roll on my last 5 runs, so unfortunate that I don't hit it this run, but you're in for a treat. Very nice. Very nice. So I'm gonna be doing this bonus, and afterwards re-entering this level again for hopefully our last bonus skip. Afterwards, only have Nikki Sr. and K-Rool to fight. And that should be the end of it. Hey, got it. I was really hoping to squeeze in those extra $10 for Mantelise, so I'm glad it happened. And here, gonna be taking damage on the second nut to get in a really optimal hit. And it's actually faster by a little bit to go into K-Rool as Donkey, and just fight K-Rool as Donkey in general. But K-Rool is a pretty straightforward fight, so just sit back, enjoy the music, and I guess enjoy some donations.
I guess we could do that too.
Yeah.
Here's a Tuna donating $25. Thank you to all the frontline workers, the medical staff, and to everyone organizing amazing charity events like CRDQ today. Also have a $15 donation from Kona. Hey GDQ, thanks for running this event. As someone who is currently an essential worker at a hospital, this is a welcome respite. Donation is in honor of my very tired coworkers here at the hospital and my buddy in the ICU who's fighting COVID-19 like a champ. Donation goes to putting King Knight in his favorite color, pink. And that's right, we do have some open bid wars and incentives for Shovel Knight, the next run coming up here. But thank you, Kona, and best wishes to your friend. I appreciate the donation.
Yeah, thank you.
$10 here from a stupid birdie rolling in. Good luck to Void and all of the other runners. Money goes to announcer's choice. Oh, thank you.
Rolling in, thank you.
Scoptimus with a $25 donation. Go Void, go. Happy to help charity while watching one of my favorite DKC runners.
Thank you.
Oh, the credits are on, so I guess the run's over, right?
Yeah, I guess so, right? The end, question mark? Yeah.
Let's see, here's a $25 donation from Egticator. This is both for Celeste and to help all the frontline workers get the supplies they need to stay safe. There aren't adequate words to express my gratitude, so I'm glad to do it with PPE.
I get ready on time, Prolix. Time. If I were to guess, that would be some 48, low to mid 48s. 48.11, nice. Nice run. So yeah, here if you have 101%, Cranky will give you extra text right after this line. What a player you are, Donkey my lad. You've beaten the Kremlings and found absolutely everything. You're nearly as good as I used to be. So yeah, that pretty much confirms that I got 101%. And Donkey got all of his bananas back, and he's happy. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole run. I want to thank Games Done Quick for having me, and it was an honor once again to help them for this marathon. And keep on watching, keep on donating, keep on rolling deep, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon. Thank you once again.
Wonderful, and yeah, thanks right back.